Hey guys, it's Melanie. I'm out in the Coast Redwood Middle School garden. Today is Tuesday, May 19th. Time is flying by. Here are our potato plants. If you can remember a couple of weeks ago, they were just little tiny babies, and now look, not only are they flowering, but they're humongous. Just huge. And they're looking pretty good. Our fennel's doing really well here with one giant elephant garlic. And our fennel's bulbing up quite well. Lots of fennel. I did some fava bean harvesting, so here's all the fava beans. Again, these were the fava beans that were just kind of falling over. So look at our fava patch now. Looks pretty bad, right? Well, this is what it looks like at the end when the plant is done. And we still have a ton of favas. And so what I'm doing is I'm leaving these favas on the branch. If you can see all the beans in there. Oh, look, there's a ladybug. Hi, ladybug. I'll leave these fava beans. Do you see them all? They're turning yellow and they're fat. See how fat they are? They're kind of bulging out of their pod. So I'm kind of leave these maybe next week or the week after and kind of let them dry on the pod. Or on the bush, and you'll see here's some here that have already dried on the bush, and I'm going to save these for seeds next year. So I'm going to save these for next year's harvest or next year's growing. And here's our second harvest. We have a ton of beans in here too, and I think I'll leave these as well. I've already harvested a bunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seeds in that one. It's a big bean. All right, and let's see if I can find them again. I found a ladybug. Let's see if I can find, chrysalis right here. Here it is. I'm gonna try not to touch it and just turn the plant. See it? That is a ladybug larva that has chrysalised up. So they kind of look like little black and red bugs. The ladybug larva does. And then they chrysalis up just like kind of like a butterfly. And then they emerge as ladybugs. So here's, I guess, the second life. The first life would be the larva, and this is like a second life cycle. And then we'll see the ladybugs emerge after this. And I found one other was on this weed. Oh, I saved the weed just to show you guys. But let's see, there's the other one. There's another one. So I'm gonna leave this weed on the ground here so that we can have that. So I just weed whacked 2 weeks ago, you guys, and look at the weeds. They're insane again. So I might need to weed whack one more time. But as you know, we are moving our garden, so I'm kind of actually just getting ready to put all of our plants that we have in the ground. We don't have very many anymore. We just have a couple left into these wine barrels here so that we can take them to our new location over at Quail Hollow. So I've transplanted, there's our lavender. I just transplanted that today. And check out the ladybugs on here. Oh, and there's a cool spider on there too. Do you see it? So there's a ladybug. And look, there is a ladybug larva or cocoon casing that has hatched. Look at that one hatched. So maybe this is the baby that came out of that right there. Oh, I see another one too. Oh yeah, there's another one. There's another ladybug cocoon, and this one has hatched as well. So they're starting to hatch right now. Oh, here's another one. Wow, the ladybugs really loved this lavender, so they laid eggs here, or at least the larvae found their way over here to this lavender. Anyway, I transplanted this lavender into this bucket, this wine barrel. And here, let me show you one other thing that's really cool. I'm trying not to bother it so much, but look at that spider. What a pretty spider, it's yellow. Oop, there he is. Ah! Hope he doesn't eat the ladybug. Do you think he'll eat the ladybug? It's right on the other side. Okay, anyway, so here we are, we're moving. I'm starting to move our plants into these buckets. Check out our raspberry plants. I know there's a lot of weeds around them, but try to ignore those. Look how big they've gotten. They're huge. This one's growing so tall. It's really tall. Okay, so what else can I show you? Poppies. Oh, all of our huge elephant garlic is here. And we're gonna probably get ready to harvest this pretty soon. I mean, look how big it is. It's pretty huge. And then here's our really big one over here. I can't even get my hand around it. It's so big. So there they are. We'll probably harvest those in about another month or so. Turning water off, and hopefully it's done raining. So we have no water to these garlics now. It's May, and they usually harvest around June, sometimes July. But we've gotten a lot of May rain, so we're gonna let these dry out now. And when they dry out, their bulbs get really big, and this green starts dying back. So you can see how it's starting to die back here. Okay. And even though it's been raining, it's starting to get yellow. It's because the plant is done. It's ready to die back and let all of that energy that's in those leaf stalks to go back down into that bulb and to fill that bulb up with energy. Oh, look, here is a ladybug larva right there. So there's the first stage of the ladybug right there. How cool is that? And so that kind of crystallizes up into that little ball I showed you earlier. And then after that emerges the ladybug. So we have ladybugs in our garden. It's what we've been really wanting. And we attracted them and brought in some beneficial flowers and some fava beans right there to bring in those ladybugs. And they're here. Okay, so one last thing is the lemon verbena. And here's our favas behind them. And they're all kind of starting to die off because they're at the end. But check out all the fava beans. Tons of fava beans over here too. Okay, and your lemon verbena is now, gosh, it looks like it's more than 3 feet tall. So it starts way down there and it goes all the way up to the tippy top right here. And I don't even have to touch this and I can smell the lemon, but check out all the new growth on this. So we're gonna have a lot of lemon verbena. And you can see that the way we pruned this, we didn't cut it all the way back. You can cut this all the way back. So I wanna show you the difference between cutting it back and not cutting it back. So we just pruned it just a little bit. We pruned the tips off. You can see the tips here. And there's 3 new tips coming out of that one that we cut off. So each little branch is multiplying. This one's got 4 new branches off the one that we cut off. Okay. Now, if we had cut this all the way back, let's look a little further inside this plant, you'll see that there's brand new leafage and stems growing from the bottom. And let me just pull this one out. Look how much bigger the leaves are. They're big and beautiful. So you can do two things with this plant. You can cut it all the way back once it dies in the winter, or you can just prune it a little bit and get this kind of growth. It becomes a bush. And if you cut it all the way back, you're gonna get brand new stems like this. So it's gonna kind of be linky. And we're creating kind of a bushy thing here. So, this new growth is brand new and lengthy and soft wood, very pliable. You could do a lot of propagating with this. And then we've got this nice stemmy, bushy lavender or lemon verbena that just looks wonderful. All right, you guys, you want to see your let's get around them. Gosh, the weeds are almost as tall as me, all these grasses. But here's your raspberries that we did not transplant yet, and I'll pull these out pretty soon here. And then I wanted to show you all the sweet peas that are growing with the roses over there. You guys want to see these roses too? They're all in full bloom all the way down the fence there. And look, plums. Look at all the plums on this tree. There are so many plums on this tree. So I'm actually hoping to get some plums. We've got some up there. And I bet you we have some over there. Oh yeah, I can see them. We've got some plums over there as well on those trees. So maybe you guys will have a chance at some point to come and get some when I harvest them. Okay? Please let me know if there is anything that you would like me to do in the garden. You can email me or comment below, of course. I miss you guys in the garden. Look at, here's a fava bean that just started growing there. And it's having some problems, actually. I'll probably pull it out pretty soon, but look at this. I don't know what's going on here. I found another fava bean like this too. I'm gonna look it up tonight and see if I can find out what the issue is, but look at that wording. It's almost warty and it's hard. They're kind of rough. So I wonder what that is. I'll have to research. I've never seen this on fava beans before. Well, the inside looks good. It's just the outside. Anyway, I'll get back to you on that. You've got a rogue fava bean. Oh, and then I ate a couple of strawberries, but look, you've got all kinds of strawberries. There's another one. I ate a couple, but there's all kinds of strawberries growing on that vine. All right, you guys, I hope you're having a good week and a good month. And here's your sorrel. Your Johnny jump ups are just, look at those. They look beautiful. I hope you guys are doing good. And I'll talk to you soon. Please let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Or if you need seeds. I have so many seeds. So call me and let me know if you need seeds, all right? Okay, have a good one and don't forget to be kind. Bye-bye.